Hello friends, welcome to Unorthodox Investing and I am Devi Santosh with you. It is a challenge that always haunts an ordinary person before diving into the share market. Is it the right time to invest now? Will I gain or lose? You might find the answers to these questions or concerns after you watch this session until the end. Today, what I share with you is not something you commonly find in regular trading and investing analysis or books. You can trust this investment strategy more than 80% of the time. If we look at the history of Nifty over the last 20 years, we will be able to acknowledge the reliability of this strategy. So, let us look at the Nifty's January highs and lows of each year. While taking into consideration the last 20-year historical data of Nifty, you would be able to notice that if the Nifty breaks the January high and goes up, there is a higher probability of the market moving upwards throughout the year. In other words, it is more likely that the market will advance to the higher levels that year. Then, I would recommend you to buy mutual funds, good stocks or ETFs as per your choice and start investing in them. On the contrary, if it breaks the January low and goes down, the possibility of the market moving downwards significantly increases. And I would advise you against making large investments as it is more likely that the market will go down further that year. If we analyze the data from 2003 to 2023, only in some years such as 2013, 2015, 2018 and 2020 did this strategy not come out successful. In 2013 and 2015, Nifty broke both the January high and the low, but did not go further up from the high nor further down from the low. Additionally, in the year 2020, due to the COVID pandemic, Nifty initially broke the January low and dropped drastically. And then it shot up from there to break the January high and skyrocketed. What we need to do here is to make sure not to make any investment if the January low is broken, thereby avoiding the catching of a falling knife. In my opinion, we should invest only when the January high gets taken out and goes up. Like in 2020, if a similar sell-off happens again, we might see the index fall by 25 to 30% and many of the top leading stocks fall by 50 to 70%. On such occasions, we do not need anyone's advice to buy good stocks. Then, in some years, Nifty broke the January low, went down slightly and then recovered to break the January high and went up. In such cases, it is not recommended to invest unless there is a crash like in 2020 and invest only when the January high breaks and closes above. Similarly, in certain years, the January high broke and went up slightly and then the January low broke and plunged. On such occasions, we may face a small loss on the investment we made when the January high was broken. Our loss would be normally the January high low spread. If we break the January low, sell our investments. In other words, consider the January low as your stop loss. Kindly observe that in a situation where Nifty broke the January high and went up and then was followed by a dip below the January low, please note that the January high has never broken until the November of that year, and vice versa. If we are long by November and December, we must have already safely done the necessary profit booking. This kind of January high-low event occurs not only in the Indian market but also in the leading world markets. Please note, this strategy is never intended for option trading. With this mentioned strategy, we can have profit in a bullish market without any loss or with negligible loss in a bearish market. Overall, this analysis highlights the evidence that if the January low breaks and the market goes down, it's advisable to refrain from the significant investments. On the contrary, if the market breaks the January high, it is a great time to invest. This strategy has proven effective, especially in avoiding losses during a bearish market. Following this strategy can significantly benefit you in making informed investment decisions and minimizing potential losses. So, before investing in 2024, please draw your attention through the month of January and make a decision. When the January high breaks, choose quality stocks that have given decent results in the latest quarter. See you soon again with my next episode on how to profit in a bearish market using the same strategy. If you like this analysis, then please like this episode and subscribe to the channel. Press the bell icon to get a notification when I return with the next episode. Please share with your friends and family if this will be useful to them. Please leave your suggestions, comments and questions in the comment box. Wishing you all a prosperous new year. Thank you once again.